This is a quick review of Home Depot's Cellular Shades. They're blinds. I'll leave the link in the description below. I've had these blinds for about a year and so far they've held up decently. They're one of the cheaper priced blinds that you can get on the market. They're not super cheap, they're about 60 bucks, and that may change, go up or go down. But so far they've been pretty decent for what they are. These are the blackout models, and I'll lift them up and down real quick so you can see how I structured them into the window. So as you can see, there's a gap between the outside edges of the blinds and the window frame. That adds a lot of blackout potential. If you cut them too short, the sunlight will probably come in and it'll shine through the edges of the blinds. The Home Depot will recut them if you make them too long, but they only recut by I think it's a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch after you've cut it the first time. So you want to be pretty careful about how you measure and have them cut. So measure from frame to frame. And then make sure your window frame is square, plumb, all of that, because if it's off, if it's tilted, then you're going to want to do the lesser values. So bring in the measurements, everything you have, to Home Depot, and they'll usually recommend something. And so far I've been pretty impressed with these. I thought they would crumble after maybe 6 months or a year, but so far pretty impressed. I'll do some close-ups now. So you can see they're pretty hollow, and the material is super thin, and I thought they were going to crack. It's like somewhere here. I thought they would tear apart or the material would just dissolve. These get full direct sunlight, and so far I'm pretty impressed. I have other blinds, cotton ones, and they just dissolved after a year. And when you're picking these, they will have different, where's my fingers? Different widths, and then you cut them down. So when you bring in your measurements, chances are you'll take a wider blind, which they will cut down. So here's a blind on a door frame. I've actually got 2. So they actually do pretty well as far as height goes. You can see it's a little bit more stretched at the top than it is at the bottom. Let's see, wider there, thinner here. But so far, still no breaks, no tears. If you hit it with a knife, it'll probably tear. So you should, treat them with respect. This is how I framed it around the door, to make sure that it got the sun. If I had put it here, then chances are the sun would shine through this way. So I went extra wide with them just to make sure. Anyways, hope that helps. I'll put the link in the description.